Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Settle Down. That's exactly what we're doing tonight because I decided to film this episode while I'm actually supposed to be getting ready for bed. So it's a late night filming sesh before I did my favorite thing of the night, which is skincare, right? I love that stuff. And, honestly, I never thought I would say that because I never wanted the party to end. I never wanted the day to end. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean we're going to bed? Like, you guys are losers. But here we are. I'm very excited to crawl into bed, and just call it a day. I don't know. I've been super busy today. I hope everyone had a great week, by the way, before I get into that. And also, I keep forgetting to tell you guys, if you are watching this and you're new here or whatever, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss. I post every single Sunday at 3 p.m. So far haven't missed, baby. So we are pretty consistent up in here. And yeah, so if you like what you see, you're having fun, you're hanging out with me, you're settling down a little bit, don't forget to subscribe because that shows me, that you're messing with it. But anywho, yeah, I've had a pretty busy day today. Spent a few good hours at the coffee shop doing some schoolwork. I do college online and we're busting that out. So let's take these off. But anyways, yeah. So I feel like recently I have been like, I feel like all week I just have been like completely indulging myself in work and school. And every single little moment I have, I'm like, I need to be doing something productive. I try to rest. I've been trying to watch Love Island every time I get like a little break, and my body's like, okay, you for real need a rest, like sit down, girl. I can only get into like 30 minutes of Love Island episode, and then I'm like, well, okay, time to do laundry. Girl, slow down. Like, I'm actually pissing myself off because I'm like, no, because rest is like needed. But I do make sure I get like at least 7.5, 8 hours of sleep a night. So like maybe that's what keeps me going throughout the day. And I eat pretty clean, which honestly, I used to eat like crap. And I'm going into a whole thing here, okay? It's late and I should be going to bed, but we're filming this podcast, so bear with me. I have really been focusing on the important things, priorities in my life. Work and school, baby. That was all for my week, but I hope everyone had a good one. Renovation update. We have been renovating the inside of my house, and I'm fortunate enough to be a college student living at home and saving money on rent. And sometimes that costs my sanity, but hey, I'm saving money. So if I go insane here, at least I know that I am, there are other people out there that get kicked out and such, and they don't know what to do. So, yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to stay at home. Anywho, everyone wants to renovate the inside of the house. Well, mainly my mom, and I love that idea. If you did not watch my last episode, I inserted clips of me interacting with the painters that came and painted our house, the inside, and that was really funny. So you should go and watch that. But yes, so now we're moving on to the furniture vibes. Okay. We got this big sectional couch for one of our living rooms downstairs. Dude, it is so comfortable. And yeah, so I'm really happy we have that. That's going to do very well down there. Very much needed. We had this like short little all white couch, by the way. Who has a white couch? I don't need to be sitting on a white couch. Like, I wouldn't call myself clumsy, but like, you just never know. Okay. You just never know. So yeah, we're ditching the white couch. We got this giant sectional, and it's amazing. It's coming along. It's coming along. And yeah, dude, the dynamic in this house, it's just really one for the books, to be honest. Um I mean, when you get a bunch of personalities together, okay? And I say this quite a bit. It's just the dynamic of my living situation. You get a bunch of personalities together, trying to get them to agree on a bunch of stuff. I'm just like, dude, just do it. At the end of the day, ugh, it's gonna look lived in, so but I love it. It's coming along nicely. Like I said, my goals require peace and quiet and focus and locking in on schoolwork. And sometimes that's a little bit hard. So if you are a college student and you are living in a chaotic environment, whatever, you're not alone. Just get out there to the coffee shop, dude. Go outside and do it. Go on your porch or something. Because if I can do it, you can do it. You know, just let you know I'm with you and we're gonna accomplish our dreams and our goals, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So on the same topic of ugh, doing nothing but schoolwork and work, and it's just feeling like one ordinary day after the other, at least we're still making steps to our goals, whatever. I have been feeling so bored, so bored with life and overwhelmed and just craving something exciting and new. And I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do about that information because I feel like there are certain things in my life that are limiting me from feeling free and unboarding myself. I don't know. I mean, I'm not bored as in there's nothing to do. I'm just bored with this routine. But this routine is probably, you know what? Maybe this is just where I need to be in life. Maybe this is just my journey where I need to be right here in this moment. I just feel like I am making so many sacrifices for other people, and I need to start making sacrifices for myself because I don't want to get all old and gray and be like, okay, well, girl, did you live your life for yourself? Like, yes, you worked so hard, and yes, you may be where you low key want to be in life as far as like your goals, but like, did you truly live your life? Like, you sacrifice like, are you really restricting yourself from living your fullest life and going out and exploring and doing fun exciting things during that process? I don't know because it just feels like, oh no, I can't do that, I have to work. But you know, I don't know, I just feel like everyone in their 20s maybe might be feeling like this. So if you do, I relate, I get it. And nonetheless, we're making it work and we're getting through it. I sound like I'm going insane, but maybe a little bit. Maybe I am a little bit. And whatever. We need to switch gears a little bit to it's Prime Week. Amazon Prime Day. Well, it ends tomorrow, but my coworker was like, "It's Prime Day, like what are you buying?" What are you buying, Sarah? And I was like, oh my freak, I need to buy something for Prime Day. Like, can't pass it up. Girl math, it's on sale. Okay, so what I did was I ordered a new monitor, one of these guys, because this one specifically just is glitching out. I don't know what it is. It's like this little corner with the settings, there's whatever down there. It's just like glitching out like a ghost is like sitting there, fuck DJing that. I don't even know how else to explain my problems. Maybe if I hopped on a Zoom call with an IT guy and I just explained that, I feel like he literally won't understand what I'm saying. But anywho, we ordered another one of these. This has a 2-year warranty, so that is, I'm getting my money back. So whatever. At the end of the day, it's free. Girl math. So yeah, we're getting a new monitor. It's gonna come in this week. I don't even know. Whenever you're watching this, it's gonna come in probably 2 days from when I'm filming this. So that's really exciting. I've been needing to get that done. And so I'm excited about that. I was like, honestly, thank you so much, sir, for forcing me to get something for Prime Day because really needed to just bite the bullet on that. And I love have a dual monitor setup, okay? And I love having that because I can literally have 4 tabs open and I can just see all of it and I can really bust out some work. Like today I wrote an entire research paper and I sent it to Roman, my brother, well, a video of me finishing it. And he was like, "You are the goat." And I was like, "Dude, I'm a machine." Like you get me in the flow of it. Dude, I'm writing a research paper in like under an hour. Whatever. I'm just when I get in the flow, I get in the flow. And yeah, dual monitor setup. You know, and this is all my hardworking money, everything that you see here. So maybe I spoil myself, and as I should, okay? So, like, if I want it, I'm going to get it. So I got the monitor. Comment down below what you got for Prime Day if you felt really inclined to take advantage of those sales. So, yeah, just let me know. I also wanted to speak about, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, the death of Oliver Tree. What? And I know everyone's a little mind blown about this, very actually, because hold on. Oliver Tree, okay, I listened to him a lot in 2019. Some of his songs really spark up some amazing memories that I had, and his music is just so nostalgic to me. And I never like recommended Oliver Tree. Okay, I never was like, oh my god, you need to listen to him because he has a very unique sense of creativity in his music. And I just feel like not everyone, I am a huge EDM fan. Okay, I love to go to raves. I love EDM music, dubstep, rhythm, all of that. Like, okay, but I'm not out here telling everyone, oh, you should listen to this, you should listen to this, because I live in a town where people are like, no, what is this robot music? Okay, so I'm not like boasting about it. So I feel like that's the same thing with Oliver Tree and his music. I'm not going around being like, listen to this alien music, or, because honestly, he had his own genre of music, which is why I loved him, is because like he was not afraid to be creative and different. And I love that. I love that. He's weird. He's so weird. I think I kind of gatekeeped it, subconsciously gatekeeped Oliver Tree. So yeah, I really enjoyed his music, and I was just absolutely floored when I realized that he is no longer here with us on this earth. I mean, what do you even mean? I was going through some of his people posting about his death and everything, and I was just going through the comments, and I read something that said, reject the ego, embrace the absurd, afraid to be authentic and creative, and fearing judgment. Life is too short. Okay, period. And I was like, I need to speak on this because that is so true. Like, he was so authentic and creative, and he was not afraid of people judging him clearly, which is why he made such a good name for himself. He was a literal wizard when it came to creativity. Like, no one was doing that. Like, okay, Oliver, no one's doing that. You are. And that's what makes you you. And I feel like I preach this all the time, is that like we all need to like be authentic. We all are afraid of judgment, which is holding us back from being our actual like selves, I guess. I don't know. And it's all about, and I'm studying this in psychology, it's all about like the area around you, and you are going to grow up seeing like, okay, when I was in high school, okay, everyone had these Sperry's, we need to wear these Sperry's, we need to whatever, be all the like this preppy stuff. And then I moved to um another town, okay, that is way different. We are Southern Belles. Okay, we're in these driving these big trucks, and stuff like, oh, well, he has a truck, so I'm gonna get a truck. You all look the same. And I say this about all truck people that have a truck. I don't care that you have a truck. I'm just saying that you are flexing this truck. Everybody has a truck, dude. Everyone's doing that. You look like cookie cutter everybody else, right? Everything that I'm telling you guys, I'm learning, and I'm trying to practice what I preach here. But I'm just saying Oliver Tree was so different in the sense of he did not care if he didn't fit in. Okay. And that's what made people gravitate towards him more, because they sensed this confidence in him, and he was literally, I think, allergic to being average. Okay. And I love that. And I saw reject the ego, embrace the absurd. And I loved that saying. I looked into it a little bit more, and I was like, okay, so rejecting your ego does not mean making yourself invisible, but it means letting go of validation before you make a move. Let go of validation. Let go of, oh my God, like people aren't gonna, who cares about people? Literally just like put them aside. Literally screw people. Honestly, screw people. Instead of asking, will this impress them? Ask yourself, will this excite you? Okay, reject the ego. Who cares if you need validation? Who cares what people are going to think about you when you make this certain move? Okay, authenticity, baby. Okay, I can't stress it enough. Ego tells you that your reputation is more important than your experience. I don't know, Oliver Tree and this death, and reading into all of this, coming to this realization of, oh my God, like I'm not being authentic enough. True, like I feel like, but also, I feel like I'm learning more and more about my authenticity and what makes me me, because for so long I trapped that in a cage. Okay. So as I'm telling you this, I am researching more about it and looking more inward and how can I truly be like myself? I don't want to be cookie cutter like everybody else. But back to your ego and your reputation. Your ego tells you that your reputation is more important than your experience. Well, your ego hates uncertainty. So you're going to have to put yourself outside of your comfort zone, okay, in order to experience life. And I think this all ties in with me feeling bored lately. I'm feeling bored. I want to go out of my comfort zone. I want to have something more exciting in my life. So what can I do to fulfill that? Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I always stress like I am here on this earth for human connection and human experience. Let's just get into what human experience actually is. And I am literally learning this as I'm speaking on it. Okay. I think we have forgotten that life is not a performance. It's supposed to be an experience. That's the premise. We need to explore it. We need to explore the experience. It's not a performance. So, growing up, when I was experiencing trauma of some sorts, I would always use comedy and being the funny one as a way to cope. And that was performing. So I grew up having to perform to make everyone else like a little bit simmer down, let's settle down. I was always the one to just be funny to distract from what was really going on in the household. Okay. So I was always performing when I was growing up. Okay. And then it went into sports. I'm performing. I need to be the best, perfectionism formed. Okay. And the more sober time I get, the more I'm just learning one thing after the other about myself. Okay. Sarah, quit performing, and that is what I struggle with. And I'm preaching this to you and also to myself that we need to do less performing for other people because you are literally protecting your image so much that you are not experiencing life. Like you're so worried about protecting your image, but you're not being authentic and you are not experiencing life in its full potential. Okay. And yeah, it all ties in back to me being bored in life. And I think it's because I'm not doing these things. But I think it is also important that we look deeper. We are born to feel. We are born to fall in love so deeply that it scares us. To have your heart broken that you think you'll never recover, but eventually you do. To laugh until your stomach hurts. To cry over people that change your life. I don't even know. But we were born to feel. I have been in relationships where I'm like, oh my God, I can't live without you. But look at me, I'm living. You don't even cross my mind. All I'm trying to say is I'm trying to be authentically myself and find that in breaking the association between self-image and self-expression. Trying to stop protecting the image so much and to really embrace the absurd and express myself in the way that I want to be expressed without fear of judgment. Ugh, please. So yeah, we just need to experience our human experience fully, whatever. I don't even know. And sometimes it's not even that deep, dude. You know, I guess it's easier said than done, but bro, we spend so much time consuming other people's lives all day long that we forget to create our own stories. Maybe we are just too comfortable where we're at and we're too afraid to participate in life. We are confusing comfort with fulfillment. And maybe that's why we always feel some sort of itch. I don't know, guys, but that's just where I'm at. Getting sober was like the best decision of my life, but it's also allowed me to dig deeper into myself and reflect and realize how can I get the most out of life. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I feel like we're all starving for experience, and that's just like kind of the cherry on top that we need to figure out how to truly experience life. Without judgment, whatever. Don't let anyone tell you that you're doing something wrong. I mean, we all think things are morally wrong or morally right, but don't ever let someone tell you how to live your life. Get out of here. Seriously. But anyways, that was really fun to speak about. I was really excited to speak about that. But rest in peace, Oliver Tree, dude. You sparked something in me and made me view life so differently. It really is too short. He was so authentic. himself, not afraid that people were going to judge him. I feel like we all need to live that way because clearly life is too short. He was taken too soon, and we all need to learn from that. And sometimes it takes losing a really dope artist to kind of look in the mirror a little bit. I hope all of you took something from that. I feel like it's a very important topic because we're all just trying to do our best out here. Okay, you know, but whatever. I hope everyone has a good week. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm here every Sunday at 3 p.m. And I would love to see more of you guys pop in here and kind of chill with me. So I don't know, guys. It's time for me to unwind. I will see you guys on the next episode.